Life didn't just happen to F.A., it beat him down every single day. A crumbling house, a worn out mattress, debt collectors circling him like vultures. He was holding on to a job that paid barely enough to eat, and even that was hanging by a thread. F.A. was one mistake away from losing it all until one man walked in. OBOZ. Flashy, loud, drenched in confidence, and dripping with street-made wealth. He walked straight into F.A.'s mess like a man on a mission, slapped down cash, and cleared everything F.A. owed. "Pack your bag," he said. "You're done here. I'm pulling you out of the gutter." And just like that, everything changed. OBOZ had a business, dirty, low-key, but profitable. Fraud, scams, catfishing clients across continents, a hustle that made you eat good, sleep scared, and move like a ghost. But F.A. brought something new. "I have an idea," he told OBOZ. "Let's use AI. Chatbots that mimicked human emotion, voice clones for blackmail, deepfakes for social engineering, smart scripts for psychological manipulation." Within months, they weren't just rich, they were untouchable. Until the ghost from the shadows stepped out. The teacher, a relic from the streets, feared, calculated, and cruel. He walked in like he owned the air around them and said, "I know what you're doing. I want 30%. Call it tax." OBOZ looked him dead in the eye and said no. And when the teacher threatened, OBOZ didn't flinch. He countered with a threat of his own, only his wasn't verbal. Days later, the teacher's granddaughter got into her car. She never got out. The explosion lit up the sky. Her laughter turned to ash. The screams turned to silence. It wasn't a message anymore. It was war. F.A. couldn't take it. He begged OBOZ, pleaded even, to make peace, to give up some money and settle things. But OBOZ refused. "We bend today, they own us tomorrow," he said. "I didn't climb this high to bow to a relic." The war spiraled, back and forth, blown deals, blood spilled. The teacher sent men to eliminate OBOZ and his wife. But every time, OBOZ survived. Too stubborn, too lucky. Meanwhile, F.A. was cracking from the inside, not just from fear, but from pressure. His wife, a woman who played the saint, the preacher of morality, berated him constantly. "You brought this shame to our doorstep," she spat. "You can't even protect your family, F.A. What are you good for?" The guilt, the fear, the judgment. It drove him away, into the arms of someone else. A woman who didn't care what he did, a mistress who whispered comfort in the dark and fed him dangerous ideas. "If you want peace," she said, "you have to remove the chaos." And so, F.A. planned his friend's death. He invited OBOZ to the restaurant where they first met, where the dreams began, where poverty ended. The symbolism made it easier to swallow the guilt. He smiled, ordered his favorite drink, laughed at OBOZ's jokes. Then, the hitmen walked in, 5 of them, armed, faces cold. But OBOZ didn't flinch. He looked at the guns, then looked at F.A., and without hesitation, he stepped in front of him. "Brother," he said, "stand behind me. They'll have to kill me before I let any harm come to you." But then he turned around and saw the look on F.A.'s face. No fear, no shock, just silence and guilt. That was all it took. The bullets didn't kill OBOZ. The betrayal did. His body fell, but his heart had already shattered the moment he realized his brother sold him out. But death didn't end the story. The teacher had everything recorded. A blackmail tape, insurance, collateral, and instead of granting F.A. freedom, he tightened the chains. The case was everywhere. Local fraud kingpin killed by best friend. It was a media feast, a tragic betrayal, and to make it worse, his wife sued him, filed for divorce, took every dime he had left. F.A. sat in a dark prison cell, staring at the peeling wall, wondering, what if I didn't kill my friend? What if we had teamed up, turned our genius toward the teacher? Maybe we could have won. Maybe. But now, all he has left is regret. No freedom, no friend, no family. Just a question that will haunt him for the rest of his life. Was it worth it?